There's this one chemical reaction you probably learned about back in school, but I bet you never thought of it as one of the most powerful problem solvers on the planet. We're talking about neutralization. It's this unsung hero that's working its magic absolutely everywhere, from inside your own body to the health of our entire world. So let's start with something we've all felt, right? That uncomfortable, burning feeling of indigestion after maybe a little too much pizza or spicy food. It's such a common problem, and the solution is, believe it or not, some seriously simple chemistry. And the fix isn't some complex biological secret. Nope, it's pure chemistry. In fact, the exact same reaction that can soothe your stomach is the one we're going to dive into today. And here it is, neutralization. At its core, it's just a beautifully simple idea. You take an acid, you add a base, and boom, they react to create two totally new and different things, a salt and plain old water. Acid plus base gives you salt plus water. That's really the whole game. Okay, let's get right to the heart of it. If you strip away all the other stuff, the real action is happening between two tiny ions. You have a hydrogen ion, the H plus, from the acid. It meets a hydroxide ion, the OH minus, from the base. They get together, and just like that, they form a super stable, totally neutral water molecule. That's the magic moment, right there. Now, there are just two other key things you gotta know about this. First, it's what we call a double displacement reaction, which is just a fancy way of saying the ions from the acid and the base kind of swap partners to make new molecules. And second, it's exothermic, which means it releases a little bit of energy as heat. All right, so here's where we need to clear up a really common misunderstanding. The name neutralization can actually be a little bit misleading. So let me just ask you, do you think this reaction always ends up with a perfectly neutral solution with a pH of exactly 7? Well, you might be surprised to find out that the answer is not always. It actually all depends on how strong the acid and base you start with are. It all comes down to the strength of your reactants. See, if you mix a strong acid with a strong base, they're perfectly matched. They cancel each other out completely, and you get a truly neutral salt with a pH of exactly 7. But if you mix a strong acid with a weak base, the acid kind of overpowers the base. The result? You get an acidic salt with a pH below 7. And on the flip side, a strong base mixed with a weak acid creates a basic salt with a pH above 7. It's all about which one is the heavy hitter in the pair. Okay, so now that we've got the rules down, let's get to the fun part and see this amazing problem solver in action in our actual everyday lives. Let's circle back to that indigestion. The problem is you've got too much strong hydrochloric acid sloshing around in your stomach, which makes the pH drop and causes that burning feeling. The solution? You pop an antacid tablet. Those things are just mild bases, like magnesium hydroxide. They go in there, neutralize that extra acid, and bring your stomach's pH back to a much more comfortable level. Problem, meet chemical solution. And get this, knowing your chemistry can actually help you out with first aid. A bee sting is acidic. So, to calm the pain, you can neutralize it with a mild base you probably have in your kitchen, like baking soda. But a wasp sting? Totally the opposite. It's alkaline, or basic. So for that one, you need a mild acid, like vinegar, to solve the problem. It's the same principle, just different tools for the job. You probably don't even think about it, but this reaction is a huge part of your morning routine. The bacteria in your mouth make acids that can cause tooth decay. Well, your toothpaste is alkaline specifically to neutralize those acids and protect your teeth. And hair conditioner? Shampoos are often a bit alkaline, which can make the little scales on your hair stand up and feel rough. A slightly acidic conditioner neutralizes the leftover shampoo, smoothing those scales right back down. That's what makes your hair feel so soft and look shiny. So we've seen how neutralization works for us personally. Now let's zoom way out and see how the same reaction solves these massive challenges for farming and the entire environment. For farmers, the pH of their soil is everything. If it gets too acidic, maybe from fertilizers or acid rain, crops can't grow properly. So farmers basically become chemists. They'll add a base, like powdered lime, to neutralize the soil and bring it back to balance. And if the soil is too alkaline, they do the opposite. They add organic compost, which releases mild acids as it breaks down, fixing the problem from the other direction. Big industries also count on this reaction to protect our world. Factories have to neutralize really potent acidic or basic waste before they can safely release it into rivers, which protects all the fish and plants living there. And power plants? They use huge amounts of lime to literally scrub an acidic gas, sulfur dioxide, right out of their smokestacks. This is our #1 defense against acid rain. Okay, for our last stop, let's head into the lab. What happens when this problem-solving reaction needs to be incredibly, unbelievably precise? Well, chemists use this really cool technique called titration. It's a super precise method that basically uses a neutralization reaction to solve a mystery. What is the exact concentration of this unknown acid or base I've got here? It works like this. First, you take your mystery solution. Then, you slowly, drop by drop, add a solution that you do know the concentration of. You keep going until you hit the exact neutralization point, which you can see because an indicator dye suddenly changes color. From there, you just look at how much of the known solution you used, and a little bit of math tells you the exact concentration of your unknown. It's like chemical detective work. So when you really step back and look at it, this one simple reaction is doing so much work all around us. It's curing a stomachache, it's helping grow our food, it's keeping our air and water clean. Neutralization really is this unsung hero, constantly working behind the scenes to keep our world in chemical balance. And that just leaves me with one final question. If this one reaction is responsible for solving so many different problems, big and small, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other hidden chemical reactions are out there, quietly solving the world's problems all around us, just waiting for us to notice?